Yes, who was it showing up like that? Good morning, grade 10s. Can you guys give me a green check mark, please, to let me know that you are good to go? For some reason today, just let me escape out of this, and we'll see if this works. For some reason, my presentation, see, now it works. Okay, let's just leave it there. We're gonna stop there. Okay, give me those green check marks, you guys. All right, perfect. Emery, if you're there. Josh B, Costin, give me those green check marks, you guys. Let me know that you are in both the live classroom and in Blackboard. All right, it's good to see you guys this morning. Few announcements before we actually get started. We'll go over the agenda really quick, you guys. Today is our virtual field trip to down in Florida to look at swimming with the sea turtles. So if anyone's interested in that, we are here at McWilliams from 1 to 2. So please come join us down here at McWilliams. It'll be a fantastic experience. That's from 1 to 2 this afternoon, and that's we're heading to Florida to swim with the sea turtles. The other thing that's coming up, ladies and gentlemen, that I really want to start thinking about is Mr. Fender has put together a half-day visiting the Kelowna court, the courthouse, and sitting in on a live trial, and you guys get to talk with the judge, that sort of thing. And I think it's after spring break. So definitely keep your eye out on the announcements for that, because I think we're gonna be making that a mandatory experience for you guys, for the grade 10s. So we would love to have you guys out for that. All right. So I think that's it for announcements. Again, same as always, you guys, make sure that you are checking your grades on a daily basis. Interns are coming out early next week. So please remember that this week, March 10th, is mark cutoff. So make sure you are checking your grades. Make sure you have everything in to Mr. Borden, myself, and Miss Wood. All right. For social studies, everything in that first unit is going to be on your interim, except your final project mark, obviously, because that's going to come in the following week and it won't be included on your interim, but everything else is. All right, so make sure that gets in by this Friday. All right, with that being said, I want to still focus on your final project. So yes, last class we talked about brainstorming topics and maybe what you can come up with, right, to do your presentation on. Well, today I want to take it to the next level, and now because you guys are well into, you've probably got your topics, now I want to talk about how do I research that topic, right? How do I now effectively come up with the answers that I need? So that's where we're heading with this lesson today. And then I do want to give you quite a bit of time, you guys, to actually work and start your research so that if you have any questions, you can easily ask me as well as a resource. All right. So I've got a quick little introduction for you guys. We're going to acquire some knowledge. Okay. We're going to do I'm going to teach you guys some strategies around effective research. And then applying the knowledge, you're actually going to go out and use those strategies to find your research for your topic. And we're going to talk assessment and reflection. So here's your learning targets for this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Really, though, you have one big learning target. So by the end of today's lesson, I want you to say, yes, I can do this. I can select effective key search terms to find the correct information for my topic. Okay, so that's really what we're focusing on today, is just that effective keyword search for using the internet. So here's where we're going to start. I have a video for you guys. This is Matt Cutts. He is put together this little video. It's fantastic. It's just over 3 minutes long, you guys, and it essentially tells you how Google works, which is, or not even just Google, how search engines work. Okay, so it's a really good starting point for those of you that may not even know how search engines come up with the information that they do when you guys put in key terms. Okay, so I want you to watch that, and as you're watching it, once you're done, give me a green check mark in Blackboard. Then in the room chat, I just want you to type in one piece of information that you learned from the video that you didn't know before. Or maybe if you know everything that Matt Cutts is talking about, that's fine. Then what was the most important thing for you to take out of that video? All right. So I'm going to put 3 minutes up on the board, you guys, on the timer. Take 3 minutes. I know it'll take you a little bit longer, but that's okay. We'll work with that. So 3 minutes, and then come in, give me a green check mark, and type in the one piece of information that you learned. All right, go ahead and get started. All right, so just a reminder too, once you are done the video, give me those green check marks and then type into the room one thing that you didn't know before about searching the internet. And as you guys do that, well, go ahead and finish it, you guys. Good. Yeah, so Mr. Ross, for some reason, like I've got Blackboard up on my computer, but it's not showing up on the background. There we go. Perfect. Yes, good, you guys, excellent. Exactly. And sometimes, Jesse, Josh, when you're talking about the rankings too, sometimes depending on if companies or organizations have paid Google, you can actually buy your rankings as well, right? It doesn't just depend on how many hits you have or how many key search terms you have. So you can actually pay to be put at the top of the rankings. Yeah, absolutely good. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and it's so funny to think, you guys, that it happens in less than a second. Like you just hit enter and boom, like your search engine comes up with all these hits, right? So it's super, super interesting. I find that video interesting to watch every single time. So good, excellent. So now, okay. For some reason today, you guys, this, let's see. There we go. Okay. Something's going on with the program. All right. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to delve deeper into how to effectively search the internet. All right, you guys? So just on your own, right? When you're thinking about your topic too, right? Your results are going to be more effective if you use unique terms within your keyword search. So, for example, okay, if you were to find out what the origin, if I asked you to identify the origin of the quote, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. If I was going to ask you to identify the origin of the quote, right? Now I'd like you guys, we're going to partner up. What would you type into Google or into your search engine to find the answer? Okay, so let's quickly partner up, you guys, and let's just take like 1 minute. Okay, so really simple. Let's just go Kaylin and Connor, you guys are going to partner up. Emery and Eric, you guys are going to partner up. Jenna and Jesse, Jonah and Josh L, Josh B and Costin, Kyla and Leeds. Maddie, you can go with me. All right. So what would you type? Just take 1 minute with your partner. Okay. What would you type into Google to find the origin of that quote? Okay. 1 minute. Perfect. All right. What's awesome to see from your guys is, yeah, like I gave you kind of quite an easy example, right? So most of you guys went straight to, you would actually type in the quote. And then some of you guys even mentioned some unique terms. So you'd type in origin, right? So something like that. Good, okay? Because if, for example, say you just like, let's do it. To open up a new tab in your, let's see if we can do it together, you guys. Right? Let's open up a new tab and let's type it in, right? So I think you guys actually said, right? What if we just typed in the quote and make sure I spell it right? See what we come up with. Yeah, right? Yeah. So it's funny though, some of you in your chat thought it was like from an actual movie or something, right? But it wasn't, it was from a speech. Okay, and good. Yes, you are right, Jesse. Ronald Reagan said it. Okay. And so the origin of it is, what do you think, what do you think the whole concept though of the wall actually means? All right, so maybe we need to watch the video eventually to find that out, right, you guys? But in terms of searching, putting in the quote was a great idea. I wonder even if we put in origin, if we got even more. There we go, right? So using those unique key terms, you guys, can actually really focus your search and get those rankings right at the top, right, of what you're looking for. So you can see it was in regards to the Berlin Wall, right? Okay, coming down. So that was really, really important during the Cold War, okay? So that's really what I want you guys to focus on, those unique key terms, all right? And some of you may already practice that, and some of you may not, okay? So I really wanted to make sure as an intro that you were doing that, okay? And like I said, so there you go. We could have, if we just put the quote, we got some YouTube clips, right? But as we typed in origin, that more unique term, we got a better hit for our research, right? Oh, okay, it was in regards to this event and who said it, that sort of thing, okay? So always play around with your key terms when you're searching the internet. Okay, guys, that's really important. All right, this is my little challenge to you guys right now, okay? In the assignment, I have 4 links, okay? Each of the links will link you to a different primary source or a different document. And a primary source, you guys, is those sources that are from an original source, from a first-hand account, okay? And they go from pretty easy, like link 1 is pretty easy, all the way down to link 4, which is a little bit harder. So I want you to practice using those unique key terms. So what you're gonna do is your task is to identify what the document is using just the information on the document, any part of the information that you can on the document, okay? And when I say queries, queries just means, you guys, your string of keywords that you use to search, okay? That will help best you locate what those documents are, okay? So I want you to be able to do that. So I'm actually going to give you about 20 minutes and see if you can figure out what all 4 documents are. What event are they attached to, that sort of thing, okay? And then think about it in the back of your mind as you're doing this research. What worked, okay? What worked while I was researching and what didn't work, all right? Because that's what we're going to come back and discuss afterwards. So I'd like to just take 20 minutes, you guys. Try to find those, really identify those documents and see what we can come up with. All right, go ahead and get started. All right. How are we doing, you guys? Give me a green check mark if you found, Jesse, I love her. Give me a green check mark if you found out what link 1 was. All right. Good. Okay. So it looks like some of you know what link 1 is. Okay. I'm going to clear it again. Tell me, give me a green check mark if you found out what link 2 was. Okay, good. Good. Okay, I'm going to clear it again. Tell me if you found link 3. Who figured out what link 3 was? Good. Good. I'm just seeing to make sure that we've at least somebody has found each of them. Did anyone find out what link 4 was? Good. Okay. So I think we can share then. All right. So if I go out of here, you guys, and I bring up my, I want to just bring up the links here so we can see, and I can have them in the background here. So here was link 1. So remember, it went from easiest to hardest. Okay, so this was the easiest one. So what is this showing us? From the information, what did you guys find out? Just type into the room chat, please. Remember, this was the easiest one. Yes. Okay, so good. Kyla, Madison, we're going to combine your answers together. Absolutely. So this was Eleanor Roosevelt's letter of resignation to the DAR, which is the Daughters of the American Revolution. So it's like this uppity high-class society kind of group of ladies that put together like functions and that tried to, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, raise money and stuff for organizations, right? And it was her letter of resignation. So this one was pretty easy because, you know, it kind of stated it right here, right? It was right there. Pretty easy, right? All right. What about link 2? What did you guys find around this one? Just from the information on it, what is it? Good. Okay, a little bit harder because it wasn't like right there, and it was the routes they took. Absolutely. Good. Thanks, Kyla. Good. Madison, keep adding to it if you want. Yeah. Good. Good. Excellent. Excellent. So you guys found that one pretty easy. Now, what about link 3? What did you guys find out about this one? Did anyone get this one? Because remember, it got a little bit harder as the links went on, right? High fives, Kyla. Virtual high fives. All right. So now, those of you, okay, so good. I like that because, Madison, you kind of explained, right? Good. I like, Madison, how you're typing in how you found it, right? Perfect. Excellent. So, Kyla, is that how you found it as well? Let me know how you found out that this was the arrest reports for Rosa Parks, right? Because again, I don't think her name or anything's on there, right? Yeah, perfect. Those unique terms, right, you guys? That's what's important. Oh, you guys are listening to me. Fantastic. Oh, does it? Okay, that's okay. Oh, you're right. I'm trying to look. Oh, you're right. Okay, link 4. What one was this? And once you tell me what it is too, how did you find out? Good. Yep. Absolutely. Has something to do with voting. Yep. Okay. Okay, so what tells you that, Josh? How did you find that out? Good. Good. So Madison, is that what you actually typed in? Like roll call 88th Congress? Good. Good. Excellent. And the date. Good. You guys are finding those unique things in parts of documents to make you able to figure out what I'm asking you to do, right? Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Kaylin. All right. Good. You guys have this down. All right. Now, what we're going to do is, you guys got that. So now what we're going to do, just let me go. This is the next thing I wanted to go over, because not only are there unique terms, but there's also in context terms, right? Like just like how I gave you guys those documents, you got to put them in context, right? And that's really what we're going to do next. So what I want to do is I've got the poll cleared here. If I say, I want you to give me a green check mark for yes or a red X for no, okay? When I'm using these following keywords, so if I tell you, for example, if you typed in China map, right? Does that use a context term in your query? So are you putting it into the context of what you are searching for? Okay, so give me a green check mark for yes and a red X for no. What are you thinking? All right. So now quickly into the chat, because we've got a little bit of a disagreement, right? So Kaylin, why do you think this isn't putting it into context? Can you just explain why you chose no? Just type it into the room chat. And those of you that maybe want to explain why you chose yes, feel free. Yeah. You guys, Kaylin's actually right, okay? Yeah, Kaylin's actually right? It's a very generalized search. If you just typed in China map, what are we going to get a physiologic or a physiographical map? Are we going to get, you can get any types of map, right? You're just going to get a map of China, right? Doesn't put it into context. What specifically are you looking for in your map of China, right? What about the next one? Okay, I'm going to clear the poll, sorry. Yeah, but what kind of map though, Jonah, right? You're just going to get that kind of, if that's all you're looking for, then yes. If you are, but really if you need to put it into context, right? If you just put in a generalized term, right? You're going to get all different kinds of maps, right? Whereas if you could key in and make your query a little bit more specific with unique terms, it's going to give you better results for your research, right? So what about an exports graphic? Okay, does that put that into context? Okay, Kyla, do you want to explain why you chose no? I know some of these you got to wrap your head around, right? Okay, so we could even make it more detailed, right? We could, maybe we need to type in what kind of export we're looking at, right? But again, what's great about this one though, is that it does use a unique term, right? It does say graphic, which you are specifically now looking for an image, right? Whether it's a chart, whether it's an infograph, right? Whatever it is. So this one's getting a little bit better, right? Putting it into context, okay? Maybe still not enough detail, like what export are you looking for? Are you just looking for exports in general, right? What about Silly Cats album? What if we put that in there? Is that, here, let me clear the poll. Okay, anybody else? What do you guys think? Does that put it into context? Silly Cats album? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. That one clearly puts it into context, right? Good. So you can see some of the other examples here too, right, you guys? And we don't have to go through all of them. What I'm trying to get through to you though, is the more you put your research into context and the more that you use unique keywords in your queries, the faster you're going to be able to find the information that you want instead of sifting through website after website after website, right? That's really, really important, okay? So when we go on, I love this. I didn't even know this existed. Have you guys heard of this, a Google a day? Has anybody heard of a Google a day? Give me a green check mark. Yeah, I just found this yesterday, you guys, and I love it. So if you actually go to Google, okay, and I think actually, maybe I even put the link into the assignment as well, you guys, okay? So this is a daily challenge that Google puts up, and it basically helps you with your search techniques. So it asks you a question, okay? It actually gives you 3 questions. There's like a arts and literature, a history, and something else. I can't remember what the other one is, pop culture or something like that. But it gives you a question, and you have to search for the answer. So I'll show you guys what it actually looks like. I think I put the link in the assignment, you guys. And I want to challenge you guys, okay, to, I'm just going to go back to this one and I'm just going to put, what did we call it? Google a day. So this is what it looks like. So this is the first page, gives you a sample, right? They ask a question, you have to then search for the answer, right? So if the question is, an 11-foot bird lives less than 2 miles from these GPS points, right? What's his name? So then you got to figure out what keywords to search and type into Google to find the answer. And what happens is it gives you, once you find the answer, it goes on to the next question, but it has a point system. And then the points run down the longer it takes you to find. So when you go to start playing, right, it pops up in Jeff Savage's book on the 2005, and you can see my points are running down, right? What's the title of the second chapter? So in Google, you would start typing in your keywords, right? You hit this little arrow. Once you enter your answer, there's 2 options too. You can give me a hint or show first letters, okay? Once you've got it, it'll go to the next question. So once you're done, okay, I want you guys to let me know how many points you got at the end, and we'll see how everyone did in their Google search, all right? So once you're done, I don't want to set a time limit on this, you guys, okay? Once you're done, just in the room chat, give me a green check mark and then type in how many points you got. Or you can even just message me if you want, private message me if you don't want to share, okay? So go ahead and start that, you guys, and I'll come back on. Maybe I'll give you guys about let's say 5 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't take you that long. Okay, so let's go 5 minutes. Go ahead. How's everyone doing? I didn't even get past the first question. Keep going though, keep going. Yeah, Kyla, me neither. I couldn't get past the first question. Did you? Good, Madison. Yeah, Jesse. That's Jeremy, that's what you wanted to do. That's exactly the point of what you wanted to do. Yeah, I know, Jonah, that doesn't help either. Leads, good. All right, well, looks like Jeremy's, anyways, it's a fun little challenge, you guys, that I dare you to do every day. It's super fun. Yesterday, I rocked it. I had over 3,000 points. I was like, yeah, this is easy. I actually knew one of the answers. I didn't even have to Google it. Yeah, that's how smart I am sometimes, right? Today, couldn't even get past the first one. This is what else I learned, though. I didn't realize this yesterday. You actually can't, or maybe it's just my computer. I don't know. You guys let me know. Yeah, but it's asking for the title, though, Jonah, of the book. That's the thing. I said the same thing because I went and said, give me a hint. And I was like, Penguin, I know it's about Sidney Crosby. I knew that, right? But then obviously the title of the book or the title of the chapter isn't Sidney Crosby, right? I thought it was On the Ice and Beyond, but it kept telling me I was wrong. So anyways, but the thing is too, you guys, it won't let you you have to get your answer from the snippet, right? Up here. It won't actually let you, it'll let you click here, but then it'll just go blank. It won't actually let you go search, right? In depth, further into a certain website. So you do have to find it in the snippets that come up above your search. So anyways, feel free to change. They change it on a daily basis, you guys. So it's a Google a day. And it just helps you with your key terms, right? So anyways, I clearly did not do well on today's search. I was an epic failure. So now that we've done that though, you guys, and we have, gone through, I've given you some tips on what I kind of expect for your internet research. Now we need to actually apply that though to what you guys are doing, okay? So you need to apply your knowledge. Now, this is going to be the end of our live classroom. You now have about an hour and a half, you guys, to actually delve into your research on your topic that you have chosen for your final project for Is History Repeating Itself? Okay. Remember, you guys had to choose an injustice from the 20th century, and then you were going to do some research on those 4 questions, and then you also have to include an aspect of a political cartoon. So whether it's you creating your own political cartoon on the event, or you have to find a political cartoon, okay? So you are going to be handing this in, Costin, your final project, where it says, Is History Repeating Itself? Final project. Today, you have nothing to hand in, all right? Today I was just giving you some strategies. There's nothing for you guys specifically to hand in today. But if we head back to here, you guys, okay, I just wanted to check the due date. Yeah, I've got the due date for March 13th for your final project. So that gives you just over a week to complete it, okay? And that's where you're gonna submit it as well. Remember, this is not going to be part of your interns. Everything and up to Injustice Sparks protest. So this whole unit, except your final project, is going to be on your interns next week. All right, and then your project will be marked after that. Okay, so this is the end of live classroom. Please stay in Blackboard. I'm going to be checking in with you guys individually to make sure you're on the right track for your final project. And that's it. All right, so give me 10 minutes to get back to my office and get me set back up in Blackboard. And then I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. All right, so we'll see you in a bit, you guys. Bye.